the bonus, but really you need to be able to be technical to build the foundational software that we all know and love. But things are changing. So what's your take on that non-technical founder archetype?
Yeah, so I've always loved the combination of a fairly technical, joyful builder with someone I would label as a super thinker. And that person may or may not be actually technical, but you actually have always needed that person. And I would say today, even more than previously, you need that person who is an absolute rabid truth seeker. And the reason for that is there's a lot of things that you can now build, and there's very low barrier to doing so. But the real question is why? And the real question is who will buy it and why will they care? And is there durability? And I think without that added detail, your business has a chance of lasting 3 months, but 3 months from now, we're not sure if you'll have real durability. And so there's probably even more emphasis on that super thinker.
Yeah. How do you find the super thinkers? I mean, it's sort of the crazy question in venture of sourcing. How do you know, right? How do you know someone has these special traits that's going to make them, the founder of a generational company? Are there certain things you look for to pull out? Is someone a super thinker? Are they a truth seeker? Are they going to ask the right questions when they need to?
Yeah, I actually really like to engage with founders, and this makes it hard when a deal is like super hot, and so that probably means that I can't really engage in a process where it's like, okay, in 24 hours you need to produce a term sheet or not. That's just not my style. Usually I'm engaging with a founder over the course of at least a week. And we're going back and forth in terms of, here's what I think I understand about your business. I'll even write it down. And then I'll have a bunch of questions about that business that I also write down. This is not just a conversation. So we'll have the typical 30-minute, 1-hour conversation. But out of that, I need to write down what I know about the business. Everything from, this is what I think your product does. This is what I understand about the technology. This is what I think your core insights are. This is what I think inflections you're riding on. These are your competitors. These are the bets that I'm making. This is potentially the risk that I'm facing. This is what I understand about your background and why it's relevant. And I'm looking to see how a founder engages with that information. Truth seekers